Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball. It's the last ep before deadline day. We're going through the final players, the final teams, the rumors we like, the rumors we hate. Let's talk ball. Maybe some simulation talk. No promises. Shit.
Joe Ryan's not available.
Hey, Eugenio.
Oh, what?
He's okay.
It's fine.
He's okay. Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball, presented to you by SeatGeek Code Talkin' 2025. Jake Storielli, Trevor Plouffe, Rob Scirocco. Deadline. We're going live tomorrow. The deadline hits at 6 p.m., so we'll probably be going live. Well, if there's a big one, we're gonna hit it. I think we're gonna be live from like 4:35. We'll see what's going on. We had warehouse plans, banged them. Everyone come to the office. It's deadline day. Hopefully it's a big one. If there's a big Phillies trade, get Shelf in the mix for a little bit. Halo, Swilly. Let's go Mets, Jolly Olive. And let's get to the bottom of this, Trev, because it's the last one. And I think you and me can be honest with the people. At the end of the line, we get a little burnt out. We talk a lot of ball. And it's like, okay, Eugenio Suarez still on the block. But we'll chop it down to the final. What's real? You'll tell everyone to get their dirty mitts off of Joe Ryan.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Okay, it's me, it's Joe Ryan, and it's Byron Buxton heading into the Twins Hall of Fame. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, 2 players and 1 media member.
Exactly. It's like Dan Gladden got into the Twins Hall of Fame. Same.
Right. Yeah. No. We've talked about this. There's the
he did win a World Series though. I did not. Yes, I do get burnt out talking about trade rumors because it ends up being that a lot of the time. And we're going to see some action today and tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, how many times can you say, where's Eugenio Suarez going to go? Are the Twins going to make every back-end reliever available? Is Helsley going to go to the, it's like, it gets monotonous. But, I think there are some things to talk about. We have some trades that have gone down since the last time we talked. Danny Jansen's a Brewer now. I mean, have we even talked to like Andrew Vaughn, how great he's been for the Brewers? Was that even a trade?
Crazy.
Or was that just like he was just on the heat pile in AAA?
I think he was
like a waiver pickup.
Yeah. No, and he's washed.
Has Andrew Vaughn been the best trade deadline acquisition?
Wow.
He's traded for Savali.
I'm Chris Rose.
Well, yeah, Savali was like, F you guys, I'm not going to the bullpen.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Win-win. Man. Sometimes getting the White Sox off you feels pretty good. Ask Romy Gonzalez. Ask Andrew Vaughn, who grand slam last night. Insanity. Brewers are the best team in baseball. And they're rumored for Eugenio Suarez, just like the other half of the league. Although they're one of the coolest fits. And I think we'll talk cool fits. Maybe that's our new pod. We'll do a deadline episode every year, Trev, that's cool fits. And it's you and me trying on different outfits while we talk trade deadline. And nobody watched.
Skinny jeans are back, and I'm out.
I still want a pair of those. Kendrick wore those short guy bell bottoms during the halftime show. I didn't think that was in the short guy realm, and he just rocked that.
Yeah. Once Baggy came back, that was nice.
Yeah, that fits you. I feel for me, I just look like a toad if I go too baggy. Anyways, we'll wrap up the episode with more of that. If you're tuning in for that, we're gonna wrap up the episode with that. Most of you are probably here for baseball. And Trev, let's just start chewing through players, and we'll do our honest sniff test. Because, hey man, this is where I think we beat old media. Because there's a couple people out there who just tweet stuff out, and I don't know if it's for clicks. I don't know if they're old and don't know. I don't know if they're working for agents. Bobby Knights. I'll name names. John Heyman. Like, some of the stuff they're throwing out right now is just wild. And actually, there's an old Alex Cora presser when he talks about his time at ESPN, and he's like, yeah, it's shit. He says that. So we're gonna give you the real, and let's start with Shady Rays. Shady Rays, they're the number one thing you should trade for. this deadline. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company offering world-class products rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Their shades have durable frames, crystal clear optics, making them perfect for all outdoor adventures. If they ever go lost or missing, they have their lost or broken replacement guarantee. If you don't love your shades, exchange for a new pair or return worry-free within 30 days. So people, what are you doing? Not only do they have that, they have one of our best discounts. Code Talkin, 35% off your next pair of polarized sunglasses at shadyrays.com. That's code Talkin, shadyrays.com. Go get yours now. Trev, Gino is, listed number 1 on a lot of lists, and that's because over the last year, he's hit 50-plus homers at a premium position. He's got over 300 in his career. He's been one of the talking points of the season. Got hit in the hand the other day. Scary moment. MRI, CAT scan, X-ray, all came back negative. He is DHing today for the Diamondbacks, his first game back. The fact that he's been cleared by everything and he's going to play makes me think his value prop hasn't changed at all. It was just scary if he broke his finger, that kind of would have ended it. Where are you at with Gino?
I'm interested to see if he plays the whole game. Is it just like, hey, is he healthy? He's going to take one at bat, watch him swing a little bit, and then get him the heck out of there? Because don't you have, I don't want to throw this term around lightly, but like PTSD?
Oh.
This is your big trade trip or one of them, as the Diamondbacks can have a ton if they want. Does he have
that.
1 or 2 at bats? Or I don't know. It just seems to me like after a scare like that, you'd be like, okay, like Gino, you're definitely getting traded. Let's take it easy. It's probably better for him as well.
If his first at bat is a hit, do you pull him? Kind of, right?
Yeah, like if your mode with the Diamondbacks is trade, then yeah, like what are you doing?
Trev, that's fantastic.
I'm a GM.
You're a GM. It's so true because you can point to literally the feeling you had 2 days ago when he gets hit in the finger, that it's like if he proves that he is any version of Eugenio Suarez, you almost lost that and your heart sunk and you were getting these assets for next year and all of that. If he gets a hit in his first 2 at-bats, that's it. Because the trade deadline's 6 p.m. the next day, it's over. So just call it.
I'd assume they're definitely talking about that, and they might be planning on doing that. But yeah, he's again, it's tough for us to talk about this guy. How many teams are listed as rumored to be after him? It's the Mariners, the Tigers, the Reds,
Cubs,
the
Phillies,
Mets, Brewers,
Astros are listed. The Yankees were listed. I know they got Ryan McMahon, but
and what you're going to get from him is power. That's essentially it. He's not going to walk a ton. He is going to strike out. Doesn't play great defense. He's serviceable, but you're there. And the caveat that everyone goes back to, if you're a postseason team, what do you got to do to win postseason series? Out homer the other team. That's why he's such a hot commodity right now. If the hand is fine, it's going to cost a pretty penny for him, even though he is a rental. Because teams understand the value of home runs in the postseason. Yeah,
and I don't know, man. If you're a team that trades for a guy who a corner infielder or corner outfielder that hits 27 homers in a season at the deadline, you're kind of psyched. When that trade gets announced, you give a little fist pump and you're like, nice, we got another guy for the postseason run. Double the homers. That's who Suarez is. He's on pace for 50 plus. He's hit that in the last calendar year. There's the reason he's the big piece. I don't know. Did you even mention Brewers in there? They're linked. I guess if dream world, you're Trevor Plouffe, you're the commissioner of baseball, and when's Manfred's contract run out? Is it 5 years? He just re-upped or something? And you get to puppeteer this whole thing. Where would you have Suarez going? What's best for baseball? Nice, Jake.
Just this year?
Just this year.
What's best for baseball or what do I want to see? Those are two different things.
Give me both then.
What's best for baseball is you want big old markets in the postseason.
Dodgers.
I mean, I don't think it's the Dodgers. Yeah. They just called up this guy Freeland who might play third base for them until Muncy's back because Hassan Kim has some shoulder stuff going on. I'm tuned into the Dodgers. Nice. I'm such a huge Dodger fan. Yeah. Everyone knows that. Gosh dang. Okay. I think it might be the Cubs. Like I'd want to see the Cubs, even though Shaw's been really good. They don't.
Yeah.
It's not a great fit for them. But I like. You know what I like? Teams that go for it. Trade for Tucker.
I know what you like.
Yeah. Okay.
Egyptians.
So aged up. You go trade for Tucker. You got this superstar coming up in PCA. I think teams like that should continue to go for it, and I like seeing that. I want to see them have success. Putting the chips on the table, I want to see them have success. So, like, having the Cubs and having them a chance for them to, go and compete in this really heavy NL race, I think will be good. So I like that. I think the most fun team is probably the Brewers.
Brewers, the fun meter would
would cause chaos, and then the owners would say, no salary cap. We don't need one.
Oh boy.
Negotiations over.
Easy, Bryce. Yeah, I Brewers and Tigers are both kind of the same level of fun.
Tigers is fun.
Phillies.
That's fun.
It feels like 2 years now we've been saying, like, what's going to be the final card the Phillies play? And if it's Suarez, like, oh my God, man, when we look at that lineup, like, there hasn't been a lot of oohs and ahs around the Phillies since kind of the snake bit them in 2023. That if they did that for whatever reason, that would be one of the final video game teams like we've seen recently. Let's start chewing through some more guys, Trev. Number 2 listed is Joe Ryan. Do you just want to finally squash that bug? Will you guarantee the people he's not going?
Well, I know the front office there, and they're asking for a ton for all of their pieces. Like, they don't want. No one wants to be taken advantage of, but sure. I just think it's not going to happen. Like, the asking price is probably too high. And if I'm the Twins, why the hell would you trade this guy? Like, he's turned into. I actually said this. I do a Twins podcast. Shout out Twins Score North. We were talking about that. And I just lost my train of thought.
Joe Ryan, you do Twins podcast.
Oh, okay. Sorry. This is a little predatory of me, but I'm like, hey, This guy's about to have a baby. Like, why not try to lock him up now? Like, tug on his heartstrings a little bit. Tell him you can secure your family's future. Like, they should be locking him up, not trading this guy. And he does. He's got a couple years of control left. So, yeah, it's going to take a lot for them to part. Like, they'd have to be blown away. I don't know what that means for them because they have a ton of outfielders. So, like, it would have to be, like, number 1 prospect, middle infielder that bangs. It'd have to be, like, a Bobby Witt type prospect. And I don't know. I mean, maybe teams are willing to do that. But he's too good. He fits that team too well. They should be looking to build around him, not trade him.
Yeah.
So I really don't think that happens. Now, if you want to keep going Twins, because I think they are, like, we've talked about the Diamondbacks a ton and what they can offer. I think the Twins have more chips than anybody in the league right now because everybody wants bullpen help, and the Twins have a shit ton of bullpen. And these guys are good, and they're controllable. Duran and Jax are controllable they're not free agents until 2028. So you have 2 more years of control with these guys. High-end relievers. So you have, like, that, and those guys are going to cost a ton. I do think one of those guys gets traded. But they also have, like, hey, if you got sticker shock, they have other guys like on a tier below. They have Brock Stewart. They have Danny Coulomb. Like, these guys are really, really good. Coulomb's having a great year. He's like, I think he's like a pitch data king. Like, they love what he can do with the baseball. It's just different. So those guys are available, and they can be had for a little less than Duran Jax. And then you have Willie Castro, who's a fucking all-star that can play anywhere on the field. You have Harrison Bader, who's going to get traded, who's been really good for them and plays a plus defensive outfield, can hit some homers as well. You've seen it. So they are the team to watch. And I'm curious as this, like, I don't know, Derek Falvey is now the president of baseball there. Like, is Rocco just got re-up for next year? So will they be aggressive and trying to get major league ready talent, or like, are they okay with doing the prospect thing? It's all kind of, it's an interesting thing, but they have a lot of pieces to offer.
Yeah, Trev, empty that bullpen, man. And Danny Kaloum would look fantastic in pinstripes if you want to send a final text to anyone in Minnesota. But, like, Brock Stewart, like you said, I remember when Brock Stewart started throwing for them in 2023, and you were like, who is this cat?
He's filthy.
He's 33 now. He's having another nice year. Cash that chip in. If you get...
I think they will.
You get a 20-year-old who has a 70 power tool, but, can't fix his strikeouts. Why don't you bring that kid in? And if you can fix it, now you've got Jordan. Like, I'm obviously not saying that, but the Josh Fields trade. And Trev, like you were saying, it is interesting because if you're Minnesota, which way do you go with it? Because again, Minnesota could be good in that division next year. Like, that's where that team is at. Or, almost the Mets style trading from a couple years ago. Do you bring in some talent you really like, even if it's a couple years away, but when you're ready to cash in? Like, if the Mets are good next year and that 20-year-old you brought in figured something out, now you can flip that guy for whatever you needed. So yeah, I hope we're sitting here tomorrow saying that the Twins join the Diamondbacks as probably the two most active teams at the table, because it is almost everything. And Joe Ryan, they should not trade. What are you doing? You dream that every prospect turns into Joe Ryan.
And no, this is the only thing you can think of is they traded Nelson Cruz, a rental, for Joe Ryan.
Right?
They beat the Rays. How about that?
They outraised the Rays.
Insane.
Trev, big Twins app. We got one.
Yeah.
Is that a little baby puke?
Emil Jimenez cost us. The guy that tossed Carlos Mendoza and called the high strike on Juan Soto the other day in San Diego. He was the guy that missed this Mookie Betts call.
When you call out an umpire, it does something for me. When you go full name on a new umpire, well, welcome to the fucking show.
I remember calling him out in the broadcast. I was like, Emil wasn't even looking.
That's when if the first or third base ump misses a check swing, John Boy just gets so fired up. He's not even watching the game. And it's true.
Where is Jimmy? Is he back from vacation?
He's still in vacation. Him and Baby James, the artist formerly known as Baby James. Now I think
he's Father James.
I think he goes by Jimmy. They played 54 holes of mini golf, I think, before 9 a.m. So I don't know, man. It was, some of the comments are pretty good on yesterday's Talkin' Yanks episode that they're like, wait, Jimmy took trade deadline week for vacation. He's going to be in tomorrow. He's coming in for the deadline. Well-deserved family time for him. So Trev, I guess if you had to pick one who gets traded between Griffin Jax and Duran, which it might surprise some people that I'm saying those people in the same sentence, just because Duran's been so well known in baseball for the velo and having the closer gig. A lot of numbers people like Jax similarly. Duran still gets the nod, but if you had to guess one of those guys to get traded, which one would you guess?
I think Duran fetches more,
right? Because
he has been pitching at the back ends of games, and I think teams value that. It's like, if you have that experience as a closer, it means something. And he, both these guys have absolutely filthy pitches. I mean, Duran, has a fastball that he can run to 102. He has what he calls a splinker, which is, it doesn't look like a splitter, but he kind of holds it that way. It acts like a splitter, or excuse me, a sinker at like 100 miles an hour. So he's got that in the bag. People really like his curveball as well. So he's got really plus pitches and at the back end. So I think he fetches more. I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm with you and whoever you said thinks them in the similar vein. Like, they are just really good high leverage pitchers. I like Griffin Jax. I like his attitude. I like his changeup is filthy. He gets The average swing and miss on his changeup, guys swing and miss by like 7 inches.
Oh,
so like one full Jake, they swing and miss by. That's pretty crazy on a changeup.
It's like 2 full Jakes. Yeah, it is. The value prop becomes very interesting for Minnesota because, hey, if you get a little more in a package for Duran because of the closing and just kind of his profile, I don't know. Do you have Jax close out for 2 months? And what if he looks good? Does his value go up? And then, so that's going to be an interesting game the Twins are playing. And Trev, I will tell you this. It's one of my favorite clips in John Boy Media history. It's Joe's McFly at the 2023 deadline yelling, "Doing nothing is crazy." Bob, I might have you dig it. It gets me every time.
So good.
But if the Twins do nothing, that is crazy. So that's the one thing that I don't want to be sitting at the mics tomorrow saying, "Oh, the Twins are going to stand pat and chase that third wild card." That can't happen. That can't happen.
Griffin Jax has 14.1 K per 9, so he's missing bats. Yeah, that's the real deal. And Duran, despite like the nastiness of his stuff, isn't as big of a strikeout guy, but he keeps the ball in the park.
Yeah,
like the home runs per 9 he's at a 0.2. So he does that very well. Still strikes almost 10 per 9 out, but I think maybe that's. If you're a team that values strikeouts more, maybe you got a shitty defense, then you probably lean Jax.
Yeah, and if you're someone that wants us to name teams right now, the problem is, as Trev alluded to his frustration beforehand, every team, every team could use Griffin Jax or Jhoan Duran.
This is the first time I get to talk about the Twins and feel like people actually want to hear what I have to say. It's great.
It's been like, when did they have their win streak this year? Was that May or April? I'm glad you feel that way. Hey, let's do. Oh, here's the Joe's McFly doing nothing.
Doing nothing is crazy. I swear, doing nothing is crazy. I am losing my mind right now. If the Yankees don't at least sell, if they do nothing, I am going to lose my shit. Losing nothing is crazy. I swear. Trade him away. Get something. Oh my God, bro.
That's real.
I think at the time that's a 37-year-old father of 2 who was so frustrated at his team doing nothing at the deadline.
Just know it in the background on a switch.
Yeah. Just doing nothing is crazy. If your Twins do that, we might get our Trevor Plouffe clip of that. Trev, can we do... how about this? I'm going to give you my quick list of players who are on this top 30 available that I'm just going to hit you with I don't think there's any shot they're available, and I'm not saying we're doing it for clicks, but I think we're just doing it for... Mackenzie Gore, I do not think is available.
Shouldn't be available. All the teams that posture and say, well, if the right deal comes into place. Yeah,
great.
So, he should not be available.
Yeah, Bobby Witt, if the right deal's available for Kansas City, no, I don't think he's available. Let's see what's wrong. Wow, I thought there was going to be more names on this list. I guess it's not as juicy. Yeah, I have the rest of the list available. Okay, that exercise. Steven Kwan.
Jhoan Duran, I don't think is getting traded.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think the past couple days that they've had a couple injuries, and he would have been available for what? High-end starting pitching? What contending team is trading that away? Doesn't make sense to me.
The only team that has a plethora of starting pitching that I can think of to be willing to deal from it, I think you'd still say the Mariners.
The Marlins?
I think the Reds.
Yeah.
I think the Reds can do that where they have, established starters. They also have these young guys coming up and I don't think Burns is available and he hasn't looked great. I also think he's tipping his pitches. I think that's happened a couple times to him. He's got to figure it out. You got Rhett Lauder. They have a lot of guys on the cusp or established that I think that if they really wanted to deal from a position of strength and address, an area of weakness, they could. I think that's the one team. Maybe I'm missing a team, but like nobody has excess starting pitching.
No.
We thought the Dodgers had excess starting pitching. They don't.
Sure don't.
Oh, you know what? They're getting it back.
Uh-oh.
People are saying they're going to make Dustin May available.
Yeah, I don't know. If I'm the Dodgers,
you're not trading Jhoan Duran for Dustin May because Dustin May's a free agent after this year, so that's not going to happen. But
yeah, and if I'm the Dodgers, like the pitching injuries we just went through, don't you? And what you're trying to achieve this year, why not keep all the chips you can in house? Although they're linked to. I don't think Stephen Kwan's available. I don't think Mackenzie Gore. I think Duran was. I don't think he is anymore.
Stephen Kwan should not be available for the Guardians. They've had, I talked to Chris Rose about this. Like, the one thing they've struggled with as an organization is developing outfielders. And he's very good.
Yeah, he's really good.
Okay, trade him away for who?
Yeah, for outfield prospects. Let's talk some more goss. Brought to you by Best Western. Today's episode is sponsored by Best Western Hotels and Resorts. Life's a trip, so why not make the most of it? With over 4,000 hotels worldwide, Best Western is there for every detour, destination, and unexpected turn along the way. Whether you're hitting the road, traveling for work, or chasing the next big game, there's a room waiting for you. But a great stay isn't about rest. It's about what comes next. Maybe you get traded. You need a place to crash for a little bit. Best Western gets it. Traveling isn't one size fits all. There's planners. There's procrastinators. The I just booked it crowd. Rack up some loyalty points. So, whatever and however you travel, do it with Best Western. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at bestwestern.com. Trev, I've got one for you, and I want to tap into your front office days. You get brought in as a special advisor for the Mets or for the Phillies or a team that's looking for an outfielder. Would you go for Luis Robert? Because it's not big. I can't assume it's a big prospect at this point. Like, it's potentially a rental, and he hasn't been good. But we obviously know the talent, and we started this show talking about Andrew Vaughn. Like, I guess I just revealed my cards. I'm still in on taking a chance on that dude.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you're a team that thinks, hey, we have the people to help his swing mechanics, to get him back to that, then yeah. I'm curious to think if teams actually look in the mirror and say, we don't really do this well, or does every organization, we can do it?
Ooh, interesting.
Because some teams you can't, and
Right.
that's just the truth. I think you have to be really honest with yourself if you're going after a guy like Luis Robert. Like, $20 million club option for next season. And then what's the control beyond that? I should have had it up.
So it's $20 million club option next year, and I think there's another $20 million club option. Which
So
again,
you have him for the rest of this year, and then you have two $20 million club options. Man, he's got to be cheap then.
right? Because if he continues to play like this,
And it's a club option, so it doesn't. I guess you can actually go after him like a true rental.
yes,
If you like.
because the way he is playing baseball, you should not pick up that $20 million club option. That's where I think a team is going to see this, and Luis Robert should see this as, okay, look what Andrew Vaughn's doing. Look at what Romy Gonzalez is doing. Like, if I can leave the White Sox for 2 months, join a contender, bat like what, 7th, 9th? If I put together 2 good months and I'm Luis Robert Jr., I'm getting $20 million next year. Or if the team, even if it's better, I've still put myself in a better position that I think it has to happen. Otherwise, what? He's just going to ride out the year with the White Sox and he's going to hit free agency? That's nothing.
Yeah, I think they'll still have to pick up a $20 million option just to see if they can return him to form.
You think the White Sox, after this year, if he continues like this,
I think you almost have to.
Really?
It's like not admitting that you were wrong, or I don't know. Like, there's just something about that. I think they'd have to. And he's played a little bit better as of late, Jake. 11 games since returning off the IL. 316, 422, 500.
I think a smart team with money is going to do this. I don't know if it's the Dodgers. I don't know if it's the Mets. I think someone's going to tap in on this guy because at the end of the day, why not? And
you know who would do this?
Who would do this?
Fucking do this.
Who's that, Trev?
The Brewers.
I was wondering that.
It's a team option. They don't gotta pay that $20 million.
Right.
And they surely think that they can get guys going.
The Andrew Vaughn, Luis
they
Robert
love
picks.
defense, and he can play defense.
Right. That's where I almost said that for the Brewers before with all the Suarez, like the Suarez Milwaukee stuff. Like, I don't know if they view Suarez as a guy who can start at third base the way they play baseball, but Robert,
they want Luis Robert can run the bases and play defense. Guess what the Brewers like? To run the bases and play defense. He also, Jake, this is now okay. Now I'm in it. Bat speed. 94th percentile. It means something. I don't know if it means everything, but it means something. I feel like the Brewers could tap into that. Now, here's the question, and maybe I do the Brewers need a center fielder?
I don't think so. It's one of those weird things with the Brewers. Do the Brewers need anything?
They don't. They could go into this trade deadline and not do anything. But that's a very fascinating fit to me. We've talked about Luis Robert to the Phillies. Do they develop hitting or do they buy hitting? I don't think they develop hitting. They've bought everybody in their lineup. Schwarber bought.
Right.
Harper bought. Trey Turner bought. Castellanos bought. Real Muto traded for. Already was good.
It's Bohm and Stott. And Stott has fallen off, and Bohm's a little missing. That, yeah, I have the Phillies making one last hurrah at this deadline. And Trev, maybe more eyes should be turned to Milwaukee because they have like a triple-A rotation right now that's better than a lot of... Logan Henderson was called up for 4 games, shoved. He's in the minors. Chad Patrick was their best starter for a little bit. Sorry, Freddie P. That's not true. Tobias Myers is currently in AAA for him, and he was like their best pitcher last year. That you talk about depth. I don't know. I've been looking at the Brewers through a new light, and I don't know. I don't know if Luis Robert, if they do, I'd be all sorts of jazzed up for it. I think it's going to be one of the money bag teams that see a potential. Like,
should we text Mikey right now? Like, Mikey, get you some Louis Robert. Have you thought about it?
Brew Crew, think about this.
That would be a lot of fun.
And hey, they just tapped into Andrew Vaughn. Those pictures on social media would slap.
And you go Sal Frelick in right, Churrillo in left, and put Luis Robert in center. That is fun.
It sounds fun to me. I've got no qualms with it. You're putting Isaac Collins on the bench. He is Brewers baseball.
So true. He's been really good. It's a Minnesota boy. I love me some Isaac Collins.
I mean, dude, Isaac Collins and Luis Robert side by side. I don't know. I don't know if you can do that
for him, huh? That's kind of crazy.
They're the best team in baseball.
Yeah,
they're the best team in baseball. This reeks of Dodgers.
I apologize to
Mets.
Isaac Collins because he's my guy. I think Forest Lake, Minnesota. Shout out.
Hey, the other one, Trev, you want to dream on an outfield. We haven't mentioned the Seattle Mariners name yet. I don't even know. Right now, Canzone is listed as their right fielder. Julio, Robert, and Randy. You could just have Randy straddle the left field foul line and let those other 2 go get the ball. Like, that would be nuts.
They've also struggled to develop hitting, so.
I mean.
Cal Raleigh's homegrown. What am I saying?
Yeah, come on. Does anyone develop hitting? Does anyone develop anything? Or is it all just baseball players figure out if they're good or not and work at it?
There are teams that develop hitting. There is. It's hard, though. But there are teams that definitely stink at it. Twins don't really develop hitters.
Here we go.
They don't.
Yeah.
Didn't develop me.
Oh, nice. Let it all out, big guy.
Myself.
Slap the ball to right.
Oh my God, yeah. Foot down early, slap it to right.
That's so out.
I am not that player. I'm not that guy, pal.
Who's your player comp right now? We do this every 6 months. Eugenio Suarez? I smiled.
In a different timeline. In a different timeline. If they just told me go hit homers, maybe.
You got the earring hanging down, some swaggy facial hair, a little cat scratch.
I don't even know. It's a silly question.
I'll let you think about it. I guess some other players that have some versatility that you should see traded this deadline. I'll stay away from the pitchers from now because, again, it's where we get frustrated because every team can use David Bednar. Like, yes. Brandon Lowe and Ryan O'Hearn, I like both of those guys. It seems like the Rays are in sell mode. They did my favorite transactions of the deadline so far, trading Danny Jansen to the Brewers in one fell swoop, trading for Nick Fortes from Miami. Was also laughing. I was texting our guy Cole Tucker last night because Cody Bellinger has turned into Jesus on the baseball field for the Yankees. Cole just dropped very casually. He's like, dude, Cody has done it in the biggest markets. It's LA, it's Chicago, and New York. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty damn cool. And then I was kind of laughing. No offense, Nick Fortes. I want to be friends. Traded from Miami to Tampa. Just a different life. It's a different life. O'Hearn, Lowe are some of the lefty versatile splits. Coming from the right side, Taylor Ward, Ramon Laureano. Marcelo Zuna's got some interesting rumors going on. He's got a weird case of he only DHs. He was incredible last year. He's got a hip thing. They've been trying to rest him to kind of get him healthy, probably for the deadline. Let's see. The final outfielders listed on this. Cedric Mullins, a team is going to trade for, and he's going to make fantastic catches for them at a minimum. I guess of any of those names, does anyone jump out more or less?
I think Brandon Lowe is interesting to me, and to see where he goes. Our sheet has the Mets as having interest in Brandon Lowe to shore up second base, which is weird to me because I feel like the Mets have like this group of young,
right?
Like a young core of infielders, but are they like tired of waiting and got to go this year? Vientos, like, is he back? It's a grand slam. Could have had 2 homers in San Diego. Like, is he going to be that guy? I think Jolly Olive, even he can't figure that out. You know, we saw him have such a good year last year, but it's been pedestrian at best this year. You know, is Beatty, like, what's he? Like, Luis Angel Acuna, traded for him. I actually personally like him a ton. So I don't know if that really makes sense, but if they want someone for this year that's can do it for them this year, then okay. But then you're giving him years of control. Yeah. I don't know, man.
I like that because you like Ronnie Mauricio. I don't know. It's one of those things with baseball. All of those guys can't pan out. It just doesn't work out like that. That it is just an interesting. If you're the Mets front office, Brandon Lowe, who has a team option for next year, you know who he is. He's had some injury stuff, but when that guy's right, he's a sneaky, like one of the better lefty power threats in baseball. What was that?
I just remember. Did I send you what Longo texted me about Brian Reynolds?
No, we're not reigniting that beef, are we?
He sent me like something about Brian Reynolds has been tough. It's been tough.
It's a tough year for Brian Reynolds this year,
and he just sent. I could have helped the guy. He's serious. He wants to be helped. He doesn't want to like getting beefs over, Instagram comments.
Trev, you might have to be the biggest man here. We did the whole Miami 305 beef last episode, and
beef is crazy.
We think it's still continuing. Trev doesn't really have an update for you guys. Ask before.
No,
I'm
not diving into.
He's decided he's out. Trev's scared.
Not my place.
Trev,
I have respect for both sides.
You can be the opposite for the Reynolds Longoria beef. You can unite these two.
Brian Reynolds I don't think he cares. He got his deal.
Yeah.
He's happy where he's at. I think he has that no trade clause, limited no trade clause.
Limited.
But yeah, he's fine. Do you think he gives a shit what I say?
Oh.
He should care what Longo says. He probably doesn't care what he says.
Yeah. Let's see. What else do I have for you, Coach? Player-wise, I don't know. The rest are starting pitcher. Merrill Kelly, every team. Every team. He's got like a 3.3 ERA this year. He's got good postseason experience. He's a rental. Every team is the answer there. And
I think one interesting part of this trade deadline is all the guys we thought were going to be the headliners: Zach Gallen, Dylan Cease, Sandy Alcantara. Sandy Alcantara.
That's
pretty good, right there.
That you might have just got back.
They've all had crappy years,
yeah.
Essentially in their walk year too. I add, that's counts towards free agency. That'll be in an off-season episode. But as far as trade, capital and trade value, like I don't know where those guys sit. Like, are you a team? They've all had like some good starts, some bad starts. I mean, Sandy's been not himself, but do you look at Sandy and say, okay, he's coming off surgery and this is his year to not really feel like himself, but next year is going to be back and be a guy. So that, I think that is a part of the trade deadline that we don't think about enough is like, dude, it's not always about this year.
Right.
That's fun. The guys are the rentals or whoever's going to come help you this year with your playoff push, but organizations, they don't just think in 2025 terms. They think of down the road as well. So your team might make a trade. You're like, what? We don't need that guy, but it's like, it may not be for this year. It could be for years coming up. It could be, like you said, they could have this guy because in their mind, they can flip him in the offseason. It's all kind of intertwined there. And that's kind of my favorite part of the trade deadline is finding out how these guys think and like where their heads are at. How much focus is this year? How much focus is down the line? What do they value? Do they value major league ready talent? Do they value prospects? That's kind of where I don't want to say geek out, but that's my favorite part of the deadline. It's kind of figuring out what these guys think. Like Dombrowski, we know what he thinks. He's swinging for fences. He wants major league talent. He ain't dealing in prospects, right? That's his MO.
That's what he does.
I'm stripping the farm system bare and I'm going for it. That's how fun to be that guy.
Trev, early Talking Baseball listeners, remember, I used to have anger at Dombrowski because I used to say he used to play the video game and just turn it off when he was done. He used to open the video game, trade all the prospects, make the team as good as possible, and then 3 years when the cap catches up and guys get old, like, okay, I'm done playing now. I've learned to respect Dave Dombrowski a little more because a lot of GMs get money to play with, and not all of them turn that into success. Trev, I want to talk Padres and Dylan Cease for a little bit because it really is an interesting case. And it's all brought to you by Mountain Dew. Go grab a Dew, people. Do what you do with a Dew. I've decided if they let me talk to the Mountain Dew people, I want to make that their new campaign. How have they never done that?
What is it?
Do what you do with a Dew.
Do what you do with the Dew.
Do what you do with the Dew. You like playing disc golf.
Do what you do with the Dew.
You like going to the beach. You like baseball. You like golf. Do what you do with the Dew. I can't wait. We're going to get an email from this that they're like, actually, please don't say that.
Stop talking.
No.
Read what we sent you.
Please just read off the sheet, little man. Next time. Hey. Well, Trev said he was 7 inches. Next time you're chilling on the beach or the water or the golf course, the ballpark, wherever you like to do what you do, I'm going for it.
or if you're in Magnacon Studio, boom.
Go get a Mountain Dew. It pairs perfectly with whatever you do. So if you are looking for anything, whatever you do, grab a Mountain Dew. Go check it out. Joe's and BBD just jumped in the window. Passing bomb.
The Yankees have acquired Austin Slater in a trade with the Chicago White Sox.
That seems like you're a little disappointed there.
Trev, can I say one thing? We got our man. We don't need 5 pitchers. Hey, maybe the pitchers are going to come, and Austin Slater has a good history of hitting lefties. Yeah, I don't know, dude. We've had an outfield glut for a while.
Okay.
Let me see these splits. This is live, people. Live reaction. Oh, 859 OPS against lefties. I love Austin Slater. Great. The deadline is afoot. I'm not going to knock that. I just need a lot more from the New York Yankees.
You thought something big was going to happen.
So-
Not saying that Austin Slater isn't a nice move, but
Go do what you do. Okay, congrats, Yanks. Go trade for 5 pitchers. Yeah, no, I mean, you should have seen BBD and Joe's were both in the window, which only meant one thing. That's fine. He's a nice baseball player. We got Austin Slater. Trev, I want to talk Padres a little bit, and maybe we could super burn through a couple teams or something like that. What Padres have the weirdest rumors ever. They're in the postseason. Cease is rumored to be traded. Suarez is rumored to be traded because reliever demand is so high that if they can cash that in for value, and he has a player option for next year, I believe, but he's pitching so well that he's probably going to opt out, that it would be a rental of Suarez, who's closing games for one of the better teams in the National League.
leads the major leagues in saves.
And dude, like Dylan Cease, I realize he's not having the year Padre fans want, but he's still throwing a ton of innings. He's leading the NL in strike Ks per 9 amongst starting pitchers. Like, his FIP is there, that it's one of those weird things. You know how guys get paid. It's off what they're projected to do. Dylan Cease has made 32 or 33 starts the last 4 seasons, and he's on pace to do that again. Dylan Cease is still going to get paid, and there's teams that still love Dylan Cease. I just can't picture the Padres trading him or Suarez. But I guess this is the year we find out. But the Padres rumor mill has been so bizarre for 2 years now, and obviously the owner stuff and all of that got involved, which was unique. But in my head, it's all fodder for the beat reporters that are doing bad things this time of year.
The Padres have a lot of guys in their bullpen that they could think, hey, they can replace Suarez. So that's, they're like an add and subtract type team at the deadline. Not a great farm system anymore, as they've kind of made a bunch of trades and maybe empty that. So I think Preller could be looking towards the future there as far as filling back up with prospects. Dylan Cease, yeah, he's been up and down. He's had some good starts, had some bad starts. You mentioned the peripherals look better than the overall like game result numbers, which is, what side are you on? I don't know. I'm kind of on the result side,
right?
But I understand why people would look at some numbers and be like, okay, I like that. Obviously, the track record is there as well. They need a left fielder, or it's either you put Sheets in left field and you get a DH, or you get a left fielder and have Sheets DH. I would be more inclined for them to go get a left fielder. So, there's a market there. The bottom part of their lineup needs a little bit. And Molly, she's probably, are you agreeing with me? I think she is.
Yeah.
They're top heavy there. So maybe a little depth piece for the bottom part of their lineup. Catcher, could they, I know Diaz is, kind of played hero over the last week or so, but could they try to, upgrade at the catcher position? That's also interesting. I don't know if a lot of catchers are available. Teams don't just give away catchers. So I think that'll be difficult to come by. But they have a lot of options there of what they can do. And that's kind of like what Preller is known for anyway. Like what's he going to do?
I'll end it with some Chris Rose bullshit. Although we do have DraftKings Bet the Cycle coming up, where I think we're 5 for our last 7. So if you ride with us, whoops. I'll Chris Rose you. Who do you come deadline day tomorrow? Not the Twins or the Diamondbacks. Who do you think is the team we're talking about?
Not Twins or Diamondbacks. Man, it's a good question. So you're talking about teams that are selling, or like teams that might make a big splash?
Like who's the buyer that we're like, whoa?
Oh, buyer.
Yeah, who's the buyer that they got this, and this, and we're like, damn, they loaded up. Like, watch out, October.
I think we might be saying it about the Dodgers.
It's interesting, right?
Right. Like, we have barely even talked about them this episode, but as much as they have people coming back, like that bullpen stinks. Like they truly need bullpen help. And, I'd really like to go back and we should go back and just freaking tear people apart for the Dodgers ruined baseball. They're going to run away with this thing. It's like they put together a really good roster. That's what we said. But like, it's baseball.
Right.
Like, that's not how it works, dude. I think they're going to make some splashes. Another buyer that could really go for it.
I'd throw Phillies out there. I've alluded to it a little bit.
But like, I don't know, like their needs aren't like splashy needs, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess that's why I think they can splash. Like I don't know if it's Gino or I don't know if it's Luis Robert or like definitely in the bullpen. Whether it's Bednar.
If the Cubs are looking like starting pitching is flashy moves, I think the Cubs are after a starter.
Sure.
I think the Mets are after a starter. I think, yeah, I mean, we're looking at bigger market teams making the big splashes. That's sorry, people. I don't, sorry to the Midwest. I'm your guy, but
you're their guy.
Chicago's in the Midwest.
Yeah, that's you covered that Dodgers logo. Passing bomb. BBD and Joe's are back. They're yelling Hauser.
From the White Sox.
Yanks are back.
Did you hit the pass? I haven't heard a passing button.
Bob's searching for it. Adrian Hauser doesn't matter. Bob's still looking. He can't find it. Bob had a baby. It's a boy.
You're the passing voice. Just say it.
Passing.
You did it.
Rob still doesn't have it.
According to Robert Murray, the Yankees are acquiring right-hander Adrian Hauser from the White Sox.
Cashman is in the left. Okay, there's one of the 5. Senor Puke, full circle to the New York Yankees. People don't care. When you covered the Dodgers hat, Steven Kwan has been mentioned a lot, and I'm like, no way. Like, who's going to trade for Steven Kwan? And it's like, wait. Dodgers need an outfielder. Dodgers fucking love guys who are
Do
just...
the Dodgers need an outfielder?
They don't need anything. Dodgers just love guys that are good at baseball. Steven Kwan is really good at baseball. And could they just not offer the Guardians, who view baseball differently, like 4 middle prospects that would... They gave away Michael Busch for free.
I got a whole new answer.
Okay.
The Toronto Blue Jays.
Let's go. We haven't talked any Blue Jays.
I haven't talked about the Blue Jays at all. I want them to make Andres Gimenez available. I know they just acquired. But they got other guys kind of like stepping up.
Wow.
I know, like, he's insurance for Bo Bichette. I understand that. That'd be interesting to me. Hasn't hit. Motherfucker can play defense.
Surprised you went there, but I like it.
They're a team that can absolutely make a splash. So I'm changing my answer to the Blue Jays.
BBD just came back to the window. Did the Yankees make a third? Open the door. You guys can come in. That's not a locked door. Open the door? Is this a Hodor situation? Is it locked? Did you lock it, Molly? This is live. It's not locked. BBD?
This is live.
Robert Murray deleted the Hauser tweet?
This is, you know what?
That's why I wasn't very sold on it.
Wow, that's why.
Bob, hey, way to step up, Bobby Golf.
I know. Okay. All right. Well, people will have that forever. Blue Jays. No Texas Rangers talk. I'm going to give a final list. I think I'm going to list 3 guys that if your team trades for them, I'm going to consider you a winner of the trade deadline. If your team trades for Yandy Diaz, I think you have a smart team that just brought in an awesome baseball player. Ramon Laureano. I've been on this one for a little bit. For the past year, he has been an .830 OPS hitter, playing plus defense, and that guy is a dog. I'm going to love who you just brought in. My third one, it's been my weirdest one that nobody really cares about, but I'm going to keep screaming it, Mike Soroka. Michael Soroka, not as a starting pitcher. If you put him in your bullpen as a 2-inning option, he is going to mow people down and could be a star of this postseason. That was a little dramatic, but that's where I'm at, Coach.
Okay. let's do bet the cycle after this. I'll say this final thought. I'm going to give my twin stuff. Willie Castro's great. Any team's lucky to have him. Very versatile. He's got some pop, can steal bases. But if you're a team that needs bullpen help, Brock Stewart's your guy. Like, go get Brock Stewart. Team control. He's absolutely filthy. Great guy. Loves baseball. You don't find that all the time. He'll be like, if a team picks him up, he's going to be good.
Okay.
Like I guarantee, like, he'll have high leverage success for you in the postseason.
Boom. It's time for Bet the Cycle, brought to you by DraftKings. Use code JAMBaseball when you sign up with the DraftKings Sports Book. As I told you, Bet the Cycle. Last week we went 3 for 4, including the homer. Bobby cooked. Charlie Morton quality start plus 3 Ks in the first one for the single. Addison Barger RBI was the double. We got that. The homer was the White Sox to win, and Adrian Hauser, who we just thought was traded, over 18.5 outs. So 3 for 4, people. We ran it hot the week before. Trev, you want to go lead off or hit 2-hole?
I'm looking to bunt to start the game off,
it.
so I'll take the single. Single for the DraftKings Bet the Cycle is the Brewers. They beat the Nationals like that on Sunday with Jacob Mizorowski on the bump. They're 5-2 with the Miz on the mound in 7 starts this season. So I like the Brewers, who are the best team in baseball with one of the best pitchers in baseball, to beat the Nationals.
For the double, and it's perfect that I got this. New friend, Ryan McMahon, has 2+ total bases against a fellow Ryan Pepio, and the Rays on Thursday. McMahon 4 for 8 with a double in his career versus Pepio, and McMahon has been swinging a nice stick with the Yankees early on. So that's our 2.
I will go for the triple. David Peterson has been great for the Mets this year. He shoves against the Giants, gets through 7 innings pitched. So that's over 20.5 outs. The Giants struggle bus to the max. Can't hit with runners in scoring position. Have just some incredibly bad defensive lapses as of late. Ronald Acuna, by the way, didn't mention he's got an Achilles thing. Scored from first base on a ground ball to the center fielder against them a week ago. A lot of other stuff going on. Peterson, he's gone 7+ innings in 5 of 20 starts this year, but only 1 in his last 6. But as I mentioned, the Giants struggling.
And our last one, the home run. The Speedway Series going on this weekend.
I want to go to this.
Yeah, we had too much going on. We should be there.
Are we sending anybody?
Pennick just pitched to go to it literally this morning.
I pitched Pennick months ago.
I know.
He should be there.
I'm like not happy with him. Like the office is laughing. They're like, oh, Pennick made a silly video this morning. No, dude, you should. Anyways, Speedway Series, Ellie De La Cruz shows off his speed with 2+ steals at the Bristol Motor Speedway on Saturday, August 2nd. 29 steals this season. There's going to be more eyes on him. That guy doesn't mind some eyeballs. He could do this in 1 plate appearance. If he hits a single, he might just end up with this. Please come and bet the cycle with us at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Code JMBaseball for new users. We thank you, DraftKings. Bob, BBD poked his head in again. Okay.
It was just an apology from Robert Murray.
Oh my gosh.
Bobby Murray.
Yeah. John Heyman did say Adrian Hauser is scratched and he hasn't been traded yet, but they're holding him out in anticipation for tomorrow.
Has to, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, my closing thoughts of the episode, I said Robert Murray gets lumped in with the other beat writers like, John, Bob, Passan, all these guys. Robert Murray is a young, fit, handsome fella, and more people need to know that. Because it's just not it doesn't fit his archetype, but he is.
Luis Severino, back to the Mets. That's my guess.
Ooh, back to New York. You heard it here first. Trev, I know that's, in a way, it's not our favorite stuff, but we crushed. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, BBD and Joe's popping in. Molly. Sweating. Woo! Guys, we're going to see you soon. We're going to see you guys real soon.
Jake sucks.
Dalton, Sam on the sheet. Everyone gets love. John Boy.
Everyone gets love.
Baby James.
Mainly me and you.
Man. Look at us.
Yeah.
Look at us. Greg Amsinger, why not?
People are too humble these days, man.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Oh man, I gotta tell you something off the camera.
Ooh!
Sorry, guys.